part 2, where we are going to be talking about the chain rule. So these are some questions, but before we go to the questions, this is the formula for chain rule, which is dy over dx equals to dy over du times du over dx. So we have some examples here, 1 to 4, of which I'll be solving number 1, and I'll also be solving number 3. So the audience can try out number 2 and number 4. So guys, let's dive into the question. So now let's solve using chain rule. Question number 1. It says y equals to open bracket 3x squared minus 2 raised to the power of 3. So how do we find dy over dx of this particular function? So what will happen is that you see, let u be equal to the value inside of the bracket, which is 3x squared minus 2. That's step number 1. Then your y. Now because you already replaced your value in the bracket to be u, so you now say y equals to u raised to the power of 3. You understand? So now the next stage is to differentiate u with respect to x. So if you do that, that will be du over dx. So differentiation of u with respect to x will give, like usual, 2 times 3, that's 6x, subtract 1, that's 1. So differentiation of a constant is 0. So now the next one is to differentiate y with respect to u. That will be invisible 1 here, 3 times 1, that's 3, then u, subtract 1 from the 3, that will be 2. So we have gotten our du over dx and dy over dx. So the next stage is to bring back the formula. Dy over dx equals to dy over du times du over dx. So impute the values into the formula. That way dy over du is 3u squared times du over dx, that's 6x. So if you multiply all through, that will be 18x u squared, which is 18x. Now u initially has a value of 3x squared minus 2. We put it back, open bracket 3x Guys, this is the second question that we're going to be doing. We've already done the first one and we have seen the answer. So this one, to do this usual, let u be equals to the value inside. So now, like we were saying, that you let your u to be represented with the value inside of the bracket. So once that has been done, your y will now be replaced to be 5 over u to the power of 3, which can also be written as 5 u raised to the power of minus 3, according to the law of indices. So that has been done. Now next step is to do du over dx, which is to differentiate u with respect to x. So when we want to do that, we'll have minus 2x, because there is minus here, because the differentiation of a constant, which is 6, is going to give us 0. So when we do 2 times negative 1, invisible 1, that is going to give us minus 2. And when we subtract 1 from it, we have minus 2x. So the next one is to do dy over du. So once we do dy over du, we are going to have minus 3 multiplying 5, which is going to be minus 15. So now, like I was saying, that when you find your du over there, the next step is to input it into the formula of chain rule, which is dy over dx. That's dy over du times du over dx. So the value of our dy over du is minus 15u to the power of minus 4 multiplied by du over dx, which is negative 2x. So minus times minus is going to give us plus. 15 times 2 is 30. 30x u to the power of minus 4. So that will be 30x. Now the value of our u initially was 6 minus x to the power of 2. You will input it. 6 minus x to the power of 2. And do not forget negative 4, which is the power. So this here is going to serve as the value for your dy over dx for this particular question that we have here. So guys, so we are doing Guys, this is the last question that we're going to be solving under chain rule. So yeah, as usual, let your u value be represented with the value inside of the bracket, which is um 1 plus x to the power of 2. Yes, and 1 plus x to the power of 2. Then our y is going to be 1 over square root of u, which can also be written as 1 over u to the power of 1 over 2 according to the law of indices, and can also be written as u to the power of negative 1 over 2 according to the law of indices, reciprocal law of indices. So the next thing we're going to do is find du over dx. That's by differentiating u with respect to x. So if we differentiate 1, which is a constant, that's 0, and if we differentiate x squared, we are going to have 2x. Then dy over du is the next thing. Now if you want to differentiate u to the power of minus 1 over 2, you bring it out, minus 1 over 2u. Now as usual, subtract 1 from this, so which is going to end us with minus 1 over 2u to the power of if you do minus 1, that was going to be minus, add them together, that's 3 over 2. That's what we're going to be having. So now to simplify this further, if you want to simplify this further, you can see, because this here means that minus 1 over 2 times this value, that's 1 over square root of u raised to the power of 3, which is equivalent to minus 1 over 2, and if multiplied together, okay. So since we have gotten our du over dx and dy over du, all that remains is to put it into the formula of chain rule, which is dy over du times du over dx. So do not forget, dy over du is negative 1 over 2 open bracket root u to the power of 3 multiplied by du over dx, which is 2x. So if furtherly simplified, we are going to be having minus 2x over 2 root u all raised to the power of 3. So 2 cancels 2. We're left with minus x over root u raised to the power of 3. So if we input the original value of u, which is 1 plus x to the power of 2, that will be minus x over square root of 1 plus x to the power of 2, then all raised to the power of 3. So this here is our final answer for this particular problem. So guys, I hope you love this video, and at the same time we'll continue, because the next video we are going to be doing again is on product rule, and I want you guys to stay tuned as we continue with it. And do not forget to subscribe, very important, subscribe. So guys, this is product rule now. So this is the formula for product rule that says that dy over dx equals to u dv over dx plus v du over dx. Do you understand? So this is the formula for product rule, and how to solve it is what I'm going to be teaching us, how to apply the formula to solving any problem like that. So how do you identify a product rule? When you see two expressions multiplying each other, just like we have this multiplying this, 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 from the name product multiplication. So that's how you know product rule. Now let's solve questions. I'm going to be solving question number 1, question number 1, question number 3, also question number 2. Yes, then I give you guys this one to test yourself on it. So guys, like I was saying, now let's how do you solve this kind of a question? So first of all, your u is always represented by the first expression, which is 3 plus 2x, and the v is the second expression, which is 1 minus x. Yes, and then you now find du over dx. Differentiate u with respect to x, which is going to be, this is going to give me 0, this is going to give me 2, because 2x, the visible one is there, 1 times 2 is 2. Remove, subtract 1 from it, so it's going to be x to the power of 0, and anything raised to the power 0 is 1, so this is going to be 2. So dv over dx is going to give me minus 1 dy. There's a visible one here and there's a visible one here. 1 times 1 is 1. Subtract 1 from it, that's x raised to the power of 0, and x raised to the power of 0 is 1. So you now go back to the product rule formula, which is dy over dx, that's u dv over dx plus v du over dx. So just input the value of u, which is 3 plus 2x, 3 plus 2x, then dv over dx is minus 1, then plus v, that's 1 minus x, du is 2. So open up the bracket with this, that will be negative 3, negative 2x, and we are going to be having 2 will multiply this expression, which will be plus 2, then minus 2x. So collect like terms. 2x So now this is question number 2 that we're going to be doing. As usual, let our u be equals to the first expression, that's 1 minus 2x plus 3x squared, and our v to be the second expression, that's 4 minus 5x squared. So if you do du over dx, that's differentiating u with respect to x, I'm going to have minus 2, this one is going to give 0, minus 2, and this one is going to give plus 6x. While dv over dx we give 0, then minus 10x, because subtract 1 from there. Then go back to the formula of product rule. I don't need to write it, using the same formula, let's go straight. That's u dv, that's 1 minus 2x plus 3x squared, then dv, that's minus 10x, then plus v du, that's 4 minus 5x squared du, which is minus 2 plus 6x. I'll manage it below, so due to no space, I'll manage it. So if I open up this bracket, that will be minus 10x, and minus 10x times this is going to give plus 20x squared, and this times this minus 30x cubed, using the law of indices, then plus, if I multiply this with this, that will be, you can decide to leave your answer like that. You can decide to leave it, but if you want to open up the bracket, if you open it up, that will be minus 2 times minus 4, and 4 times minus 2 will give, open bracket, minus 8. 4 times this, that's plus 24x. So you can further simplify it like we have here. So minus 10x plus 20x squared minus 30x cubed. And you open up this bracket here. There is no common terms here. You open it up. Minus 8 plus 24x plus 10x squared minus 30x cubed. So what can cut or cancel each other out? No. So we have power of 3. That's the highest power there. So minus 30x cubed minus 30, that is going to give minus 60x cubed. Now the one with the power of 2 plus 20 plus 10, that's plus 30x squared. And the one with the power of 1, that's minus 10x plus, that will give us plus 14x. So now this one, as usual, let u be equals to the square root of x and v be equals to 1 plus 2x. Yes, and so you do du over dx. So don't forget this x to the square root of x can also be written as x to the power of 1 over 2. So if you want to do that, that will be 1 over 2x raised to the power, subtract 1 from here, that will be minus 1 over 2. So if we now do dv over dx, that's going to give us 2. You understand? So I can further simplify this to be 1 over 2 times this is 1 over square root of x, which is 1 over 2 root x. So then you put in this value into the formula for production, which is dy over dx equals to u dv over dx plus v du over dx. So our value of u is root x, and multiply by dv over dx, that's 2, plus the value of our v, which is 1 plus 2x, multiply by du over dx, which is 1 over 2 root x. So this is going to give 2 root x plus 1 plus 2x over 2 root x. You understand? If you like, you can simplify to be 2 root x. This is this multiplied by this, that's 4x plus, using law of such, and because it's going to look like this, 2 root x times 2 root x plus this is this, that's 1, that will be plus 1 plus 4x, that will be 4x, because root surd law, root x times root x is going to give us x, then plus 1 plus 2x over 2 root x.